Having built my digital product business to over 20 million in sales in less than 4 years, the most important part has been actually building a really good product and service. And so what I want to share with you in this video are the 3 C's to actually building a world-class product to get your customers amazing results regardless of what niche you're in. So right now, if you don't know how to build a really good product to get your clients really good results, I'll just tell you personally, having built a really good product. A couple days ago, we had a student, Kathleen, who literally joined our program and in 4 days made a $6,000 sale. Insane, right? 4 days and made a $6,000 sale. She was a mom with 2 kids and she was struggling through different programs in the past. And so what I'm telling you works, okay? These strategies is also what helps all of these mentees that you see here on the screen. Lucas, 18-year-old college student, we helped him make $31,000 in 40 days, right? You can see Anthony, he made $39,000, which he was promoting another company's product. So he made $7,000 in commissions and he was a full-time nurse, right? Bruce, $13,000 in 10 days. I mean, it just keeps on going on and on and on of people creating their own products or promoting other people's products and getting incredible results doing so. And so the reason why I share that with you is simply just to demonstrate that I know consistently how do you build and package a product that actually gets your mentees, your students, your customers incredible results. Now, it starts off with what I call the 3 C's. Okay, the 3 C's is going to be course, coaching, and community. Okay, these are going to be the things you must include inside of your product if you want to get the best client results. So, course, the pillar number 1 is going to be having a step-by-step structure when it comes to helping people achieve the necessary activation points along the way in order to make their own sale. You want to remove the fluff, okay? So an activation point, if you're not familiar with that, is going to be what are all the different milestones that they have to achieve and arrive at in order to be continually motivated to want to keep working to achieve the outcome. So for example, for us, so activation points may be, well, if someone doesn't have experience with Instagram, we want to make sure that they optimize the Instagram profile. That right there is a huge win. And then from there, we want them to post their first day's worth of stories, their first reels. That's a huge win. Then we want them to get their first reel to go viral. That's a huge win. Then we want them to book their first call or make their first sale. You see how simple that is? So you want to think about the reverse engineering end goal, right? If your end goal is to help someone lose 10 pounds, obviously that's going to happen at the end of the journey. But you got to cycle and reverse engineer, okay, what are all the things that are necessary? They have a good routine. They have to have a good diet. They need to wake up early. They need to go to the gym 2 times a week, right? Whatever that is in what you're teaching. And then you want to build your course structure around those things. A really big thing about the course content that you record is less information, more implementation, meaning more action, faster wins, okay? So once you identify those activation points that I just mentioned to you, now you want to focus on, okay, well, how do I make course content that actually caters to getting people to the activation point and nothing else, right? Because if you just have all this other motivational stuff in there and just random information, what's going to happen is your customer is going to see all this information, get overwhelmed, the brain's going to feel on fire, and they're not going to take any action because they basically just got overwhelmed and inundated with information. And remember, a confused mind doesn't take any action, okay? The only exception to this rule of more information that's not tactical is going to be mindset training, okay? So especially if you have a consumer product, so you're selling an offer in losing weight, making money online, or relationship, and you're working with typically people that aren't, advanced business owners, they haven't gone through a lot of self-development training or advanced mindset training in the past, then what you want to include is mindset coaching to help them get out of their own way. Because most of the time, clients fail to get results, not because of the lack of information, but rather because they fall victim to self-sabotage or lack of action taking, right? They don't take any action, they get overwhelmed, and they basically just give up on themselves. And so that's what you need to do here by giving them really good mindset coaching. And that generally I recommend you put at the very beginning of the product, right? Now that's pillar number 1, the course. The course content has to be really dialed in. Then we want to talk about the coaching itself, okay? Now there's 2 different kinds of coaching. There's one-on-one coaching and then there's group coaching, okay? One-on-one is exactly what it is. It's you and then, or you have a coach and the client, right? This is going to be very powerful because you can have the ultimate form of accountability when it's one-on-one. I like to put the analogy, if you're trying to work out and lose weight, you go to a gym, you can sign up for a group class, there's an instructor and there's like 20, 30 people there, right? That's obviously useful, but what would be more useful? That or you having a one-on-one personal trainer who's literally there showing you where your technique is wrong, holding you accountable, texting you if you don't show up to the gym, calling you up, hey man, why don't you show up? Holding you accountable on a one-on-one basis is always going to be a higher level of accountability. And so giving that also from an experiential standpoint, when someone has that, the experience of one-on-one, it also feels really good as well, okay? So the one-on-one coaching, what I recommend is even if you don't want to do consistent one-on-one coaching, having a one-on-one onboarding call within 24 hours of purchase is really, really powerful because That way people get really, really excited and have all this momentum. And also it eliminates any concerns or nerves if people, whenever they buy a new program, they're really like, oh my gosh, what did I just do? It removes those nerves as well. Okay. So for example, within our mentorship, what we do is we do a one-on-one onboarding. I give a cool name, battle plan call. So, hey, we're going to battle right now. So I'm going to show you step by step everything you're going to do in the next 30 days on this one call, right? And that's where you map out your daily, your weekly, and the monthly action steps so you know exactly what to do and when to do them, okay? On this call, you also want to normalize challenges, okay? This is actually on one-on-one and on group calls. So anytime a client shows up and they have these big goals, I want to lose all this weight, I want to get the best shape of my life, I want to make all this money, you always want to prepare and set expectations up front and tell them, hey, it's going to be hard. These are the challenges that you're going to run into. These are the roadblocks that you're going to bump into. Because when you say everything is easy, fast, what's going to happen is your clients are going to have mismanaged expectations. They're going to get unprepared, frustrated, or they basically just don't expect the hard work that they have to put into. So you want to normalize challenges and set good expectations for them, right? And then finally, you want to make sure that you have group calls, right? These group calls that happen throughout the week, so multiple people can show up and ask questions, and you create a learning environment where when one person asks a question, you answer the question for like 10 other people that had the same question, right? The group calls is also really powerful because it's what creates community. It's what allows for people to see other students inside the mentorship and they can build friends and relationships. And the community is so important for making sure that people feel motivated, right? And then, of course, one little hack here is if you want to hold students accountable, before they even show up to the group call, you can have a Google form. You can create a free Google form. If you have a Gmail account, you can do this. And then they can pre-submit the questions in the form. So that way you can read all the questions that they're going to ask and you can prepare a really valuable lesson that day to actually teach live on the call. So that's really effective, especially once you start adding more students, okay? So that's how you do group coaching, okay? Where you have a form and then you answer questions live on the call. And you also have one-on-one coaching where you can do an onboarding call, right? You can hold them accountable with a call once a month, for example, or every other week you want to do. Hey, if you want this Google Doc, I'll send it to you right now. Just go to my Instagram, drop me a follow, and then send me one word. Message me the word doc, D-O-C. As soon as you DM me that word, I'm going to give you this Google Doc right now, right? And then the final C is going to be community, okay? The community is extremely important because I'll tell you right now, a lot of the times people just don't stay consistent because they literally just feel alone. You got to remember maybe even the first time you started an online business, or maybe right now, this is where you're at right now. You don't have anyone in your local physical environment, your friends, your family, your significant other, your college roommate. No one around you in your local hometown is starting a business. And so you just feel super alone and lost because no one is around you doing so as well. So by having a good community, what happens is people start to win. So remember when I told you about Kathleen? When Kathleen posted this, look at all the other people that are like, congrats, this is so amazing, so motivational. Look at this. Look how encouraging. And this is one of the biggest reasons why people love being in our community. We have one of the most active communities I've ever been a part of, right? And one consistent thing that I'll see from our mentees is they'll say, a reason why I love a mentorship so much is because I feel surrounded by such amazing high performers, right? Another thing that you can do is you can do what's called the Monday, Wednesday, Friday accountability post. So you can post inside of the community and you can say, hey, every single Monday, I want you to comment down below. So I'll tell you, for example, ours, if I just type here, let's go here and I type in Monday, okay, Monday accountability. You'll see here this post, right? Monday accountability check-in. All right, it's that time of the week again. Drop down below. How was last week? What was your biggest win? What was your biggest obstacle? What did you do? And what's your number one MIT that stands for most important task that you're going to do this week? And you can see, bam, 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 all the clients, all the mentees in the program, they start commenting down below. Now, why is this so cool? Because now you can hold multiple people accountable in your community. In fact, everyone in your community can be held accountable, and they hold themselves accountable because they know, okay, every single Monday, my coach is going to drop this post. Every Wednesday, they're going to drop a post. Every Friday, they're going to drop a post. And by doing this, this is how you keep the whole community engaged. And they also think in their mind, okay, I need to be responsible and accountable for my own actions, right? And then finally, another really thing, and this is what you should be encouraging your members to do, is a what's working right now. So if someone does something really cool in our community, like we just had a client who had less than 200 followers go to 15,000 followers because one reel just went crazy viral. And so he did hey, this is what's working right now, right? And he shares step by step exactly how he got that reel to go viral. And again, that's why people like the community. For you, if you have a weight loss offer and someone has an incredible week and has a crazy transformation, ask the client, right? Hey, can you go ahead and just type up like a 5-minute post and just write down like the top 3 to 5 things that were the most valuable for helping you get into the dream state, your dream body, right? And then they'll post it. And you want to encourage your members to mastermind and really share value with one another because that's how you create a really, really valuable community. Hey, if you'd like to work directly one-on-one with me and my team in our one-on-one mentorship, click the first link down below. It's going to take you over to an application where you can apply. I'll see you there. Now you know how to build a thriving digital product business, but I want to tell you the end goal is not about money. It's about impacting and changing people's lives. And so I actually want you to check out this video right here, because here I actually share with you my own personal testimony of how I came to have a relationship with God. But more importantly, how that relationship with God transformed everything within my life. So I'll see you in this next video where I share with you my personal testimony right now. I'll see you there.